obviously the summer break was nice. We had a nice long break, and it was a good time to recuperate. But yeah, in terms of terms of the squad, I think the performances we've had probably haven't been where we want them to be. But I think again the Bristol Rovers games just gave people a glimpse of what we can do. And again, looking at the positives of that, we've got players coming back from injury now who can really add another dimension to the team. So I think although the results, as I said, weren't quite how we wanted them, I think people should be excited for what's to come. And I think in terms of myself, maybe I haven't been performing to the level that I would like to, because there's been, I won't lie and say there's been a bit going on behind the scenes. But I think Matty and Garino, they've reassured me. I've just got to focus on myself and on my performances, and build myself off the basics. So that's my plan of what to do for as long as I can this season.
And I guess it doesn't help that everyone thought you had COVID for a second time. Thankfully, you didn't.
No.
Obviously, that hampered you a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, obviously, I was excited for the Wycombe game, and maybe well, not saying maybe, but it would have been nice to play in that game as well. But yeah, it was just one of those. We've got to be so careful. It was one of those moments where I had a sore throat, and obviously Sam had a sore throat and he had COVID. So we've got to be extra careful as a club because we don't want to have any other players missing any time out. So yeah, it was a bit of a what's the word? A back step in my start of the season, but it was thankfully over quickly, and I was back training then on the Thursday. So I'm just glad I didn't have it and didn't pass it on to anyone either. So yeah,
which is obviously great news. And the club have signed a few more defensive players this summer, which means you've been able to play a bit further forward. And certainly in the last couple of games, you've been right at the top, and you've had a few mazy runs, and not far away from scoring. But is that where you prefer to be? That's the attacking half of the field, if you like.
I don't know really. I enjoy defending and I enjoy attacking. I think it would have been nice to maybe finish off a couple of those runs that I've been doing. I think that's what people laugh at me. It's just like you do all this and then you get to the goal and the ball's over the stand or something. So I guess it's something I need to work on. But no, I do enjoy being high up the pitch. But I think, as I've said before, I like having the pitch in front of me, and I think when I am playing as a fullback, I can really step in and drive at people. But again, I'm just happy to be on the pitch, and if I'm playing as a wing back, it means I don't have to run 30 yards to get to the byline. So I save a bit of energy sometimes. But no, yeah, I enjoy both.
So we saw that run against Bristol Rovers. We thought you'd scored, and then I think you did exactly the same thing against Chelsea as well. So hopefully you see that a bit more often this season.
Yeah, hopefully.
On to Harrogate then. As you'd said in a previous interview, 3 wins out of 3 for them. They're looking good, and it's a tough place to go up there.
Yeah, I think we realised that last year of what it was like. I think was it 0-0 last year? What was the score? Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember so many games. But no, the players they've got, they'll really make it a fight. They'll make it a battle. And I think we've just got to go there to play our game and play the way we've planned to play. And I think, I don't want to give too much away, but our style of play this year is going to be a lot more, what's the word? Not creative, but we're going to try and pass the ball and play with the ball a lot more because we've got the players to do it. So I think it'll be an exciting game. But also we've got to match what they've got. They've got Lewis Page, Rory McArdle, and the type of players they are. They're very good competitive players, and that just shows what the team is like. They're going to be very competitive. So we've got to make sure we're right on top of them the whole game. Start better than them too. So yeah,
I think there's a fair chance you'll probably be coming up against Lewis Page, being on opposite sides on the same side of the pitch. I mean, that'll be an interesting one, won't it, to watch?
Yeah, obviously Page is a lovely lad. I got along with him really well, but I think when you cross that line, I think he's going to be ready to hit me in a tackle, and I'm going to be actually ready to try and take him on. So it'll be a good matchup, and I'm excited to do it. It'll be a really good game, I think.
And for what seems to be the first time in a long time that I can certainly remember anyway. No Tuesday night game, which is a bonus next week.
Yes, it's a massive. Well, obviously we love playing games, but it's a sigh of relief that you can sort of put all your energy into the weekend and then have a nice rest in the week and work on a few things at the training ground, which you probably we couldn't really do last year because it was just game after game. It was just on to the next. So we can develop as a squad, and I can try and develop my left foot a bit more as well, so I can maybe score a few of these runs.